Welcome to Royal Secrets. Why don't Meghan Markle and Prince Harry sue royal skeptics? But before we continue, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for updates. Experts are baffled as to why Meghan Markle and Prince Harry apparently chose against suing detractors. This admission was made by royal commentator Neil Sean on his personal YouTube channel. People have frequently questioned why Harry and Meghan chose not to enter a legal relationship with renowned authors Tom Bower and Valentine, the speaker said in his opening statement. After all, they released novels this year that were extremely detrimental to Harry and Meghan's reputation. It was sort of eye-watering when you looked at the list of things and the statements that Tom Bower in particular came up with. Everyone agreed that it will be difficult for Meghan or Harry to move forward at this time. According to a reliable source, Meghan and Harry opted against filing a lawsuit, especially against Mr. Bower, the author of the best-selling book, because he didn't treat their kids badly or in a harsh way. They obviously believed that it wasn't necessarily worth delving much deeper because Bower didn't dig very much into the background tales of those children. This comes after Mr. Bower himself issued a warning, confessing earlier that, "I don't mind if they sue as long as they lose." At the time, he further stated, "I believe Meghan won't want to come in court and be cross-examined by my lawyer if she files a lawsuit. Therefore, it would be preferable if she refrained from filing a lawsuit." Meghan Markle describes the monarchy as alien to her and that it isn't in her DNA. When Meghan Markle and Prince Philip married into the royal family, they were both viewed as outsiders. According to a royal author and historian, Meghan Markle doesn't believe in the concept of monarchy because she was born in a nation where royalty isn't a part of her ancestry. The Duke of Edinburgh and the Duchess of Sussex, two outsiders to the royal family, were compared to see how they fared after becoming a part of the institution through marriage, according to Dr. Tessa Dunlop, author of the recently published book Elizabeth and Philip, A Story of Young Love, Marriage, and Monarchy. Dr. Dunlop advised readers not to portray Prince Philip as a victim in her book because, in his early years with the firm, he occasionally encountered resistance from courtiers and even family members because of his dislocated origins, relative poverty, and reputation as Philip the Greek. She said, "It is a mistake to cast Philip as a victim. His early years were a key training ground for measuring up the British monarchy." Coincident with the departure of his grandson, Prince Harry, and his American celebrity bride, Meghan, from the same royal family in 2020. Dr. Dunlop explained to express.co.uk why she thinks Meghan and Philip entered the royal family with very different mindsets despite the fact that they shared the status of outsiders of the firm who were both born abroad. The difference is Philip understood and believed in monarchy, because he was born royal. He therefore bought into and understood the institution he was entering, by marriage. The historian continued by mentioning the early stormy years of the late Duke of Edinburgh, who was exiled from his own country with his family just months after his birth because he was the nephew of the King of Greece. After fleeing Greece 22 years prior and spending the majority of his exile in France, his father, Prince Andrew, passed away in Monte Carlo. Dr. Dunlop said that while monarchies in Europe had done so for ages, the US had never been able to separate politics from glitz and soft power. Meghan grows up in a culture that reveres, and she's a little starstruck by this idea of princes and princesses because they are foreign and otherworldly, but that doesn't mean she believes in it. It's not in her blood like it was in Philip's, but it's also something that is alien to her and not part of her political or national heritage, she continued. The historian also thinks Meghan did not have enough time to test drive the institution she was getting married into to see if she liked and understood it. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex met when they were in their 30s, already prepared to settle down and have children, in contrast to the present Prince and Princess of Wales who dated throughout their 20s before getting married. Meghan comes in out of nowhere, they are wed in a flash of lightning. She didn't have a chance to test drive the idea of becoming part of this institution, Dr. Dunlop remarked. Thanks for watching.